All right, back on the Domino's post-game report, courtside at Goodman Gym as Carson-Newman falls to the Catawba College Catawba Indians, 98-91. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, in some ways, probably played well enough today to beat Catawba, but the Indians get to the free throw line, double what you do, and you turn it over 6 more times than they do. How much did those two things impact today's game?
Well, I mean, the free throw situation, as you saw there late, we were intentionally fouling, trying to. So some of the inflated free throw attempts really goes back to that, and that's just what it is. I mean, we were trying to get more possessions there to try to, obviously win the game. The thing that's disappointing is our turnovers. I think Reese Anderson's absence today was very noticeable. This is, he's a senior. He's played in this game. He's played this competitive kind of level. And I think we were sort of forced because of that situation. Well, the situation's sort of good and bad. Reese doesn't get to play. He's sick. So now you get guys more minutes like Caleb Wallace gets a lot of minutes today at the point, and the most he's gotten, 40 minutes. Got a lot of minutes. So that's great experience for him moving forward as a freshman. So I'm going to choose to sort of keep those sort of those realities in my mind as I'm reflecting on that the 22 turnovers, because I challenge the guys. Let's continue to try to understand what were the situations, what were the scenarios. Let's try to correct those, and then limit mistakes, controllable mistakes there that don't really show up on the stat sheet, but that still impact the game. There was some things tonight that I liked. I liked our attitude. Man, this is. I've been coming here a long time. This is probably this is probably the most engaged I've ever seen a crowd here. I blame Mike Mincy for all this. He sucked all the mojo out of this. He and the Lady Eagles sucked all the mojo out of this place, and they left none for us. They're so greedy. Joking, but they had a really, really intense atmosphere today, and Catawba's a really, really veteran quality team that knows how to win games. Credit to them for that.
You look at this game, there was zero separation for a long time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Catawba goes on a 7-0 run in the final about 70 seconds of the half. Mm-hmm. What happened in that stretch that turned it from a real tooth and nail affair? You were down 3 to down double digits at the break.
Well, again, it's poise. I mean, you saw Tripp, who's gotten a lot of reps this year at the point, was out with 2 fouls. So now we've got I think it was a combination of maybe Luke, Camille, and Zaylen on the court, and nobody really has quality experience of sort of commanding and controlling the team. So we were going up down and all that, but it was like there was not that steady calm that we need to go get some answer points. They've scored. We need to go there and establish something. And again, that's something that all these experiences will add up and give us more confidence moving forward. But in the short term, it's frustrating because you got to deal with the reality of what it is. So that I mean, you said it. I mean, it was close, and they got a little separation there going into the half. And our team this year has struggled finishing halves, whether it be first or second.
Never let up, though. Got down 14 after a 13-4 run, and then that was about 8 minutes to play. You countered immediately with a 7-0 run to get it down to as close as 5 there late. Catawba's obviously a good team, but what was it down the stretch? There was the stiff arm there, and you couldn't get it closer.
Well, I think you said it. They're really good. They capitalize, and again, when you're playing catch up like that, the sense of urgency for the team that's behind is very, very high. And sometimes the sense of urgency of the team that is in the lead isn't quite as sharp and as focused and pointed. So I think a lot of times you see teams do that. And we were really intentional. Our guys, even they're late, there's 11 seconds, and we're still frantically trying to we need this kind of lesson. We need this kind of experience to try to grow. And, we've been making a big point to our guys that, look, man, I mean, we're sitting at a point where we've had a few of our losses this year. It's not that our guys don't care at all, because that isn't the right way to say it, but we've just not finished strong. We have sort of, in some cases, we've had more of a panicked sort of response. in some cases we've not had that sort of governing hand on the court to steady the ship. And so we were trying to make sure that we squeeze as much juice out of the situation as we can and get quality experience from it.
You look at this game, I think if I told you you're going to hold Devin Cooper under double figures for the first time all season and Marcel Haskett was going to shoot 5 of 17 from the floor, you'd probably think you had a recipe for a win ultimately. Haskett does go for 24, but more than half of that comes at the charity stripe. How proud are you of your team's ability to affect Catawba's offensive efficiency as one of the 3 best scoring teams in this conference?
Well, I mean, the 2 of us are in that top 3, so I was pleased. Again, to give our guys some credit, we've been making a really bigger deal about following through with the scout, having a 40-minute focus on what the responsibilities are, and to be able to adjust in real time. And I thought we did a pretty good job today following through. I mean, Cav, you saw at the end of the day, man. I mean, 22 turnovers.
Yeah.
22 turnovers can get you beat home or away. 22 turnovers on the road is almost a complete kiss of death. I mean, you're so. There were some positive things as far as the scout that we take away from this. We just got to put it all together. I mean, we can't have portions. We got to put the whole thing together to get the kind of outcomes and results we want. And all we can do is continue to work and to show the discipline to try to learn and to embrace and sort of let those lessons shape us as we move forward. So I like my guys. I feel like I honestly feel like we're a better team right now than we were at any point the first semester. At any point I think we're a better team. I think we're learning and understanding what it means to be a team and what the characteristics of that are like, and how to deal with the experiences, the games, the practices, the scouting, the prep, all that. We're putting this together. So, we knew it was going to be a really challenging game, and it was, but we still feel like we take a lot from it.
Turn your attention now, a second straight road game, another place that's really challenging to play at, and that's Lenore Ryan's Shuford Gym. They beat Coker today 89-70 and are just slinging it from long range, 19 of 34 from three-point range, and a 19-point win over Coker. What's it take to move past this one and have a positive result Wednesday against the Bears?
Well, I mean, we have an on to the next one sort of philosophical viewpoint with this team, our team this year. And so we'll quickly do that. We'll start preparing for Little Ryan immediately. Being that we're on the break, the guys don't have the responsibilities of classes and academic work, so we can sort of lock in even more so and prepare. We know that Little Ryan is a team that plays sort of a unique brand and are playing offensively speaking. I would say, I guess they're probably the most aggressive three-point shooting team in our league this year so far. So we know we're going to have our hands full. But, again, I'm excited for the chance. I know our guys are excited for the chance. And we just got to go there and continue to compete and try to improve every time we take the floor. Get wins.
Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Wednesday.
Thanks, Cap.
That is